Alright, good morning everyone. Today I am going to be showing you how to administer and score the 1 minute reading and 1 minute maths tests which are provided to you by UJ. There are two printouts which you can print and use a part of your Scholastic battery. So in terms of the items you will need a pencil for the learner, as well as a timer and a ruler. Preferably, this one's a see-through one, but preferably a solid one. Otherwise, you can also use a piece of cardboard. It's just so that you can cover the rest of the words and they can follow along in the reading test. So for the first one, especially the reading test, it's advisable for you to have maybe 2 copies, one for yourself and one for the learner. But you'll see there is a long list of words, and so basically you will give it to the learner and you will give them the ruler or a piece of paper so that they can use it as a guide, and they will read from left to right as they usually do, as quickly as possible. So those are the instructions that you will provide them with, that they need to read from left to right as quickly as possible, and that they have 1 minute. You will start the timer as soon as they say the first word, and then you tell them to stop as soon as the minute is over. You will, on your piece of paper, on your clipboard, you may take note of any errors that the child makes. Examples could be that they skip the word or perhaps that they mispronounce the word. So just be mindful of that and make a note of that, because any words that they get wrong or they skip are not counted when scoring. So, however, they can obviously be used for qualitative purposes when you are reporting on it. But so what you'll do then is you will tick all the words that they got right and obviously cross the ones that they got wrong. And then you just count how many words they got right. And then over the page is a table of norms. And so however many words they got right, I'm just going to say maybe this child got 14 words correct, read correctly, then the norm is 5 years and 8 months. So they do it 5.8, so the first one 5 years, and then after the decimal 8 is the months. Okay, so that is the 1 minute reading test. Then the mathematics one, it is also a printout with columns down, 1 column for addition, 1 column for subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so you do them separately. So you will give it to the child and you will tell them that you are going to time them for a minute, and you will tell them when to start and when to stop. So you will start with the addition, you will have your timer and you will time them for a minute and tell them to stop, and then you will do the subtraction one, followed by the multiplication and then the division. And then when you are scoring it, you are going to make sure you check or mark the ones that are right and wrong. They do not get a mark for the ones that are wrong, of course. And then obviously you will just total the correct number of each one. So if they maybe got 7 addition sums correct, then in the norms table you will go down to 7, and again it will be 6 years 9 months. Let's say they got 10 right in the subtraction, then you would go down to 10 and go to the subtraction norms column, and it would be 8 years 0 months. So yeah, it's as simple as that for the scoring of the mathematics. And again, just a reminder to not use these tests in isolation, but to rather use them to triangulate with any reading or mathematics batteries that you perhaps have in other Scholastic tests or even the IQ measure.